Toastmaster Avnish, you can start.
Yes. Hello, Toastmasters and most welcome guests. My name is Avnish and I am Sergeant at Arms of today's meeting. And it is my pleasure to officially call the 155th meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. The main duties of the Sergeant at Arms SA during a meeting are to arrive early to help set up the meeting venue, start the meeting on time and make sure that the meeting schedule is adhered to. Remind the audience to put their mobile phones to silent mode and give a walkthrough of meetings guideline. Let me quickly share my screen and give a walkthrough of the meeting guidelines. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So our mission is to provide a conducive, supportive, and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Then the general directions for online sessions. Ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All speakers, role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity that may distract speaker. Please mute your microphone except when it's your turn to speak to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmaster of the day or the table topic master asks you to do so. Let the host and co-hosts handle all the controls. Now, as AA guidelines, refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering a speech, evaluation, or report. Avoid conversations in chat publicly when someone is speaking as it may distract the speaker. Please raise your hand to volunteer during table topics session to speak. Look out for the green, yellow, and red colored cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. At the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. Now, it's time to welcome the president of our club. It is an honor for me of asking someone on the stage who is the newly elected president of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. He obtained his BCom degree from National PG College in Lucknow. He loves playing volleyball, exploring different cuisines, and watching movies. Currently, he is pursuing his MBA from Gurugram. So please get your hands together to welcome our new president, Toastmaster Shubham. Toastmaster Shubham, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Avnish. And first of all, I also feel overwhelmed by your introduction and the way you introduced me. And with this, well, I welcome you all to the 155th meeting of TMCL, and or rather, I can call it a special meet, because it's a hybrid meet, we can say, because we all have at a one place. We are all gathered at a one place, so I am calling it a special meet. And for that, I can't see any guest. Well, no problem. We have a special meet today because we have a Timor as a guest as a Timor who is pursuing BTech degree, who is in second year of in his BTech. And other than that, I've got his introduction, and in that I have only seen that he is pursuing BTech and he's in second year. But other than that, I can say that he is a fan of Hussein Bolt. He's going to talk about a very nice thing today. We all will enjoy it. So without further ado, let me call the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jitendra Reddy. So Jitendra Reddy, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Good evening. This is Toastmaster Jitendra Reddy from Club Under Toastmasters. Now I am going to tell small about running. Running is the one of the most accessible and effective form of exercise, offering numerous physical and mental health benefits. It involves moving at a specific steady pace, typically faster than walking. Running is not only a great way to stay physically fit, but also a powerful tool for enhancing mentally well-being and achieving personal goals. Now, I would like to call upon General Evaluator Jatin onto the stage. Toastmaster Jatin.
Jatin, Jatin might be taking lunch.
We are switching places, right? We have only one camera to look at. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for introduction and for just a minute. Come on. All right. So evaluation. Well, it's said that the idea is not to be the best at the end of it, but to get better step by step. And that's what we at Toastmasters try to achieve through proper evaluation. Because as Toastmasters, we feed on feedback. And that feedback is provided not just by me as the general evaluator, but a team of keen and keen Toastmasters who keep an eye on everything that happens throughout the meet. For that, we obviously have a prepared speech evaluator for our prepared speaker today. So for that evaluator, prepared speech evaluator today is Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, who will be introduced by the Toastmaster today later during the session. Along with that, we also have table topics evaluator, who today, because we do not have a separate role, I would be also doing that role of the table topics evaluator. Last but not least, the people who keep that keen eye and eagle eye on everything that happens throughout the meet are called eagle eye role players, and they are or erstwhile tag team. And that tag team comprises of the timer, our counter, and grammarian. Our counter for today, or rather, so let's start with the timer. So the timer for today is this person who's always has a blue screen, because this person has to change the background. So they show the timer cards to the background. So generally, the normal by default screen is blue, but irrespective of whether the person is taking a timer role or not, she always keeps the screen blue, because her face is not readily visible, and that for doing the rest of the introduction for this person, who is also the area effort director and Associate Vice President Public Relations for Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Let me call upon the timer for today, Toastmaster Manvi.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests present here. As Toastmaster Jatin even stated, my constant screen will be blue today as well. But along with that, I have three different cards, which I'll be showing on. The green card for the speakers will be shown. I'll start from the start. For the speakers, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. The green card will be shown at 5. At 6, the yellow card will be shown, and at 7, the red card will be shown. For the table topics, we have time for 1 to 2 minutes. Please note 30 seconds grace period for the speakers is provided on both sides, but for the table topic speakers, it is only provided on the above side. So the green card will be shown at 1 minute, at 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow card will be shown, and at 2 minutes, the red card will be shown. Anyone who speaks for 1 minute till 2 minute 30 seconds is qualified in the table topics. Now coming to the evaluations. The general time is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, the green will be shown. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, the yellow card will be shown. And at 3 minutes, the red card will be shown. In evaluations also, we get a grace period of 30 seconds on the either sides. I'll be sharing my report whenever the channel evaluator calls upon. That was all from my side being the timer of the meeting. Over to you, channel evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manvi. Yeah. Next, in the tag team, we have our counter. The person who's playing our counter for this for today's meeting is none other than our erstwhile Sergeant at Arms, who's now taken up the role of the secretary of the club in the club's executive committee, with his due diligence, discipline, and punctuality, and the macho-ness that he shows. Well, he obviously the the promotion was due, but also the way he's conducted or initiated the club meetings throughout over the last meeting, and also conducted his own self in the sense of how he's progressed his Toastmaster journey, is what something we look up to. Hopefully, this continues, and today he's here to help us improve the quality of our speeches by taking up the our counter role. May I request Toastmaster Suraj Kumar to take the stage and introduce his role. Over to you, Suraj.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for this wonderful and amazing introduction. And a very good evening, Toastmaster of the day, dear fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I'll be playing the role of a counter role, where I will keep my tab on each and everyone's uses of extra word, unnecessary sounds and crutch words. For example, um, and some other words which are also counted in unnecessary sound, for example, like, well, right? So I will be counting all those uses by each one of you, and at the end of the time I will come back with the report. And there is one also thing which I would like to add on here. Whenever we listen to any speaker or anyone, there is something which fascinates all of us. That is one of this quality, use of minimum or very rare curse words. And that is something which whenever we listen to someone is, it makes us jubilant today, right? So let's do and let's try to use lesser curse words. Now back to general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Suraj, for that explanation of your role. Next in the tag team, we have the grammarian. The person playing this role today has many talents. He loves speaking both English and Hindi. He is a regular, he's not a member of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, but he is part of our extended family because he comes here so often and helps us conduct our meetings, quality meetings, that he's now as much a part of it as anybody else. But other than going to meetings, being a president of the IMS UC Speakers Genesis Club, he in his free time he conducts talent shows for Toastmasters, as he just did yesterday at the Toastmaster Leadership Institute in Ghaziabad at his own venue. Well, when he's not making the Toastmasters sing and dance, he's here keeping an eye on on our on our grammar. So please put your hands together for the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Dev Parash.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Jatin. As the grammarian for today, I will be the English teacher of your class and I will be noting down every grammatical errors that you made, the good usages you used, the not so good usages, also the pronunciation mistake. But don't worry, I won't going to hit a scale on your hand. Instead, I will be just providing the feedback so you can improve your speeches upon that. Also, it's my duty to give you the word of the day and idiom of the day for today so that you can increase your vocabulary. So the word of the day for today is jubilant. It means feeling or showing extreme happiness, especially because of success. It's feeling of triumph and joy that's hard to contain. Example, the crowd went jubilant after the team's last minute winning goal. And the idiom of the day is reaching for the sky. It means to be extremely happy or excited, often due to success. The fans were reaching for the sky after the team's surprise victory is an example. I will be showing my report at the end of the session when called upon by the general evaluator. I hand over the stage back to our jubilant Toastmaster of the general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Jatin. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave, for giving us the introduction to your role and an understanding of your role, as well as the word and phrase of the day. Could I request you to put that, or you see you've already put it in chat, and that now I understand why was jubilant being used by Toastmaster Suraj as well. He was already ahead of the curve. Well, he's always reaching for the sky, so it was expected of him. But next role that we have is something that's not a sort of defined role by Toastmasters International, but that's followed by lot many clubs, and we have started that tradition at TMCL as well, is to have an active listener. An active listener. Mm, I will not explain what the role does because that's what the role play is going to do. But I'll do give an introduction to who's performing that role today. It is none other than one of our latest members who has a namesake or a person with the same name already in the club, but from a different profession. For this person, he is from Raebareli, UP, an electrical engineer by profession, has over 19 years of experience with various MNCs and Indian defense research, and in his spare time loves to read technical literature, do stock market research, and teach math and physics. With so many talents, it's bound that he has a keen ear to everything that's being said, and hopefully we'll test you on that. Please put your hands together for the listener of the day, Engineer Dilip. Over to you, Toastmaster Dilip.
Thanks, General Evaluator Jatin, Toastmaster Jatin, for your amazing introduction. And good evening, all fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm going to take role of listener, active listener, and let me put listening skills. One of the quote from a book: the most important part of communication is surprisingly not talking; it is listening. It is quoted by author Elizabeth Bryant in her book Blended Families. Listening is often taken for granted. People often hear what is being said, but hearing is different to listening. To listen, we need to make a conscious effort not to just hear what is being said, but also to absorb it and understand. Good listeners are good communicators, and the experience of speaking to them is more enjoyable. With that, I would like to uh, pass on the ball to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Jatin. I'm on my job. Thank you.
Jatin,
Thank you.
you are mute.
Yeah, am I audible now? Thank you, Sunil. All right, thank you. So I was saying, thank you, Toastmaster Dilip, for that wonderful intro to your role. And I, as general evaluator, like I said, would be keeping an eye on everything that's going to happening or going to happen during the session, and provide my thoughts on how could we improve upon it or things that went wonderfully well. Present that present that in my report along with the rest of the role players, rest of the evaluators towards the end of the meet when called upon by Toastmaster of the day. With that, I hand the stage back to Toastmaster Jitendra. Over to you, to TMOD.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Before knowing more about the team, let us know the structure of Toastmasters. The first session is prepared speech. The speaker prepares the speech prior to the meeting and delivery here. The next session is table topics, which is carried out by table topic master, where speaker are chosen randomly topics and they have to deliver speech spontaneously. And the last session is evaluation session, which is carried out by the general evaluator and his team, where they show us areas of improvement. Now, without any further ado, let's proceed the first session. Before starting with first speech, I would like to request the first evaluator, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, to read out the objectives of their target speakers. And now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Sunil Gupta onto the.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening to everyone. Today, my target speaker is Avnish Dubey. He's going to complete project 2 of level 1 of the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of the project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And all the best, Avnish. Break a leg.
Now, I would like to Toastmaster Avinash Dubey to come on the dais.
I would say that my heart is beating fast again, as it was in my first speech. But no worries, I believe I will reach that jubilant, or I will find that jubilant at the end of the speech. Hey, everyone, raise your hands if you believe in miracles. Miracle is an event that is inexplicable by any scientific or natural laws, and that is why it is attributed to any supernatural cause. There are many reported miracles in India, but more than that, there are unreported miracles. Today, I will tell you a story on miracle. It was the year 2015. I was staying in Noida with two of my friends. One fine day, we decided to visit Jaipur, Amer Fort, Hawa Mahal, and Mehendipur Balaji Temple, which was 100 kilometers away from Jaipur city. And as per the plan, we started our journey, and we first visited to Amer Fort, then Hawa Mahal, and then we took a bus from Jaipur to Mehendipur Balaji. We reached there by 4:30 p.m. in the evening. I can remember that evening. It was so dark, the sky was full of clouds, and the rain was happening very steady and continuously. As the weather was not good, we decided to quickly do our darshan so that we can catch a bus of 6:30 p.m. from Nandipur to Delhi. You know, that bus at 6:30 p.m. was the last bus from Nandipur to Delhi. Other than that, there was only option to catch a train from Bandhi station that was 35 kilometers away from Nandipur Balaji. So to avoid any delay, we quickly joined the queue, and in 20-25 minutes, I was in front of Lord Balaji's idol. After seeing Lord Balaji's idol, I was in a different reality of life that I can never explain. I haven't experienced anything as mesmerizing, and my heart was poured in full faith of Balaji. When I reached near to the idol, I offered my prayers and flower to Lord Balaji. I also wanted to offer some money, but I had only cash of 130 rupees. As Mandipur was outer from the city, I was doubtful of having any ATM near the temple, and that is why I was a bit hesitant of offering the money. But finally, I decided and I offered 100 rupees to Lord Balaji. When we came outside of the temple, the rain was started raining very heavily. And to avoid any delay in catching a bus, we started looking for ATMs. You know, there were only two ATMs that were opened near the temple. We quickly went and entered in one ATM, I inserted my card in one of the ATM, but the card was not detected by the machine. Not mine, nor my friends. Then we rushed to the second ATM, and unfortunately, there was no cash in that ATM also. Now we three friends started gazing each other in a very tensed emotions. We quickly went to the bus station to know the price of the ticket, and the price was around 230 rupees. My both the friend had a cash of 220 to 250 rupees, but I had only 30 rupees with me. With that amount of money, the only option we had left to catch a train from Bandikui station that was 35 kilometers away, and we didn't want it to follow that route because of that dark evening and rainy evening. We were so tense that I started blaming myself. I was in deep regret that because of me only my friend are in this situation. I started questioning myself that why did I offer my money to Lord Balaji? It is only because of that I am not able to catch a bus today and my friends are in this situation. In fact, I started blaming to Lord Mendipur Balaji and started questioning him as well. As we were not able to take a bus, we were standing aside of the bus and thinking of the next step. Then all of a sudden, I don't know from where, a man came directly towards me and he asked me, "Friend, are you in some trouble?" I said, "No." He asked me again, "Friend, tell me if you are in some trouble, maybe I can help you." I said, "No," and we started doubting his intentions. Then that man insisted me again very politely, "Friend, let me know if you are in some trouble, maybe I can help you." Then I said, "Yes, we want to return to Delhi by this last bus, but I am in short of money." So after listening this, that man immediately offered me 500 rupees and asked me to take a ticket. I was stunned. It was unbelievable for me. I was looking him awfully. But that man said, "Don't worry, I am also going through the same bus to Delhi. If you want, I can share my details and you can return the amount afterwards." I was shocked, but there was not much time to delay. So I quickly went and take a ticket. And in just next 5 minutes, the bus started its journey to Delhi. But in that entire journey, I was not in my consciousness. How that man knew our situation when he was not nearby us? Why did he choose to ask me about my problem, not my friends? In 2015, who will risk his 500 rupees to give to a stranger? Anyway, the bus stopped at one restaurant that had an ATM. I withdrew the amount and gave that 500 rupees to that man. You know, I would say, trust me, my friends, when you are absolutely helpless in a situation and see no way out, trust that one miracle that which might be the ray of hope. That one miracle which might open a small window to bring you out. Thank you all. Thank you. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Now we learned something about running. Now let us know about my inspiration in learning. Running, sorry. Do you all know about Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt was born in Sherwood County, a rural area in Jamaica. From young age, he showed a natural talent for running. His parents ran a local grocery store and life was simple, but filled with hard work and strong community values. Bolt loved playing cricket and soccer with his brother, often using their running ability to overcome their opponents. At the age of 15, Bolt won his first high school championship medal, and by 17, he was the youngest world junior gold medalist ever. And Now, let us proceed with second session, table topic masters. Let us welcome Toastmaster Smita for table topics for today's meeting. Toastmaster Smita, a learner at heart and soul, loves to be around friendly. Professional is an emotional, intelligence trainer, facilitator, coach, and sorry, I cannot say.
Hypnotherapist.
Hypnotherapist. And now, Toastmaster Smita, come on to the dais.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dede, Toastmaster Jitendra. Hello, everyone. Well, this is a special meeting as our presiding officer has already spoken about, right? And you know what? We have 10 members today. Isn't that amazing? 10 people. And I'm going to put myself on a gallery mode. Why? Because I want to see everyone. Because it's not fun doing a table topics with black boxes. Or what say, Honey, Toastmaster Honey, Toastmaster Suraj, Toastmaster Avnish, let's all switch off the cameras. Wow, what an amazing meeting it is going to be, right? 4 people, TMCL at Noida. What are you guys doing there? 4 people together. Don't you think we would love to see all of you huddled together? We would love to see that. Whatever chai pakoras auntie is making and you guys are enjoying, that's okay.
No, we are. Thing is, the background is preventing this thing from being seen. So we'll remove the background.
Remove the background. Remove the background. But let's see each other. Let's be together, right? Thank you, Toastmaster Jitendra. Finally get to see you. Toastmaster of the day. Well, we are on a recorded session out here, but we would love to see everyone on stage, right? Great. Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, why should you shy away now? And I just heard Toastmaster Dev Parashar is the new president of IMSUC. We want to see you, President Saab. Okay. So now, no, don't leave Jatin there. All of you, please sit with him. Otherwise, he'll also rush away. And now for the table topics. Now for the table topics. And to tell you all, that is such a lovely topic the Toastmaster of the day has today. And it is also Guru Purnima today. So to all the mentors and all the gurus and to all the people who are there helping each other out, I think it's a day to celebrate. So happy Guru Purnima to all of you. Guys, come over. Otherwise, even our IPP is going to rush off. Please sit beside him. And now I would love for you to volunteer because it seems like an in-house meeting completely. The TMOD can also participate in table topics and you can smile. You can be at ease and you can smile. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to request you to choose a topic. Well, the topics for the day can, they will make you think a little. I would love for you to take your time. Okay. Great. And now, in order for me to ensure that you guys haven't switched off, I will have to keep this on like this. Okay. So who's going to be volunteering first? Please raise your hands. It's an in-house meeting. Now we'll all have to participate, right?
We have Asankya.
We have Asankhya is also there. So kindly just huddle up together. I think it'll be nice to see you all huddled up together. That's also good. It's okay. Just huddle up together and sit. Archita, do you remember when we had that one machli, two machli? So consider table topics to be something like that. So Toastmaster Suraj has raised his hands. We're going to have him choose the topic first and then it's going to be Toastmaster Asankhya. Toastmaster Suraj, choose a number from 1 to 14. Toastmaster Suraj, choose a number from 1 to 14. 7.
I have chosen 7.
And you know, it's a beautiful topic. You will love it. So I'll show you the topic first, then I will switch it off. Okay, it says, My biggest gifts and talents are Toastmaster Suraj. My biggest gifts and talents are Toastmaster Suraj.
Biggest gifts and talents. Well, I can say that if someone can gift me, and if that is a book, I think that will be the biggest for me. And obviously, there have been so many gifts, and the way TMCL has gifted me this time, a book that has been the greatest of all the time, I will say. And I literally uh, feeling very blessed to have this kind of platform in my life, and I also feel blessed to be part of you people. And if you ask me talent, I can't say it's a talent, but definitely I would say that I have a love for adventure. For example, if I can show you, can you see something? Okay.
Yes.
So this is something, an injury which I just have got today. The whole day I was outside and in jungle, and when monsoon starts, the flow of water sometimes becomes so dangerous. And I saw that a few people, even I was also there, but somewhere they were struggling, and I just thought that let's be with them, and I just thought that, oh, I end up with this. And literally I enjoyed. And that adventure, the talent for being a part of adventurous activity is something which I would say that has been a very greatest talent of mine. And that is something which I would love, I would cherish, I have been inculcating for a long time, and in future too. And I think TMCL journey is also kind of adventurous, as I can see that seven, I know it's six people in one frame. That's something amazing. Even I just feel like I should have been the part of something like that. By the way, it's fine. We'll have some opportunity in future. Back to table topic master. Thank you so much.
Your love for adventure, one of your biggest gifts and talents that leads you to places. Well, we've seen you go places, Toastmaster Suraj, so that's wonderful. Now, who's going to be the next volunteer? Oh, sorry, I already know who's going to be the next volunteer because he's been forced into it. That is Toastmaster. Where are you, Toastmaster Asankhya? So, Toastmaster Asankhya, I'm sharing the screen again for you to choose a topic. Here you go. Choose a topic. 7 is already gone. You have more from 1 to 13 left. 1 to 14 left.
13, number 13.
Okay. So nobody choose 14, please. There is no 14th topic. I forgot.
Okay.
I delete that number. So 13th, you go. We do not get what we want. We get who we are. It's a wonderful quote by a lot of personal development coaches and trainers that you will hear, and you being yourself one mentor to many will understand it more than anyone else. So Toastmaster Asankhya, we do not get what we want, we get who we are. We do not get what we want, we get who we are. Toastmaster Asankhya.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. How many times has it happened with you that you thought you want to go this way, but you end up going that way? Or you might want to do something specific, but you end up doing something else. A quick raise of hand. Thank you so much. So, as the topic suggests, we do not get what we want. We get who we are. So, as we say, we uh, imbibe the energy that we have in the room. We are nothing but the summation of 5 people who we spend most time with. At the same time, whatever we do, eventually the actions result in becoming us a better version of ourselves, or maybe something different, something what we maybe want, or something even what we might not be able to foresee as of now. For an example, same time today, last year, 21st of July 2023, I went on a journey. I shifted to Delhi from Lucknow. I was living for an entire year for the past 1 year in Delhi, intermittently in between Lucknow, Delhi. And that is something I pursued for the very first time living outside Lucknow. And I never thought that it would be something, it would be just a quick 1 year journey wherein I can see myself back in Lucknow. I had certain objectives in mind that I wanted to fulfill while living in Delhi. But at the end of the day, it's not how it turns out to be as per we want. But we only realize that when we look retrospect in our past, connecting the dots, that only happens when we are heading towards what we are striving for. Again, it might be something better. It might be something what we want. It might actually happen at times what we want. But at the end of the day, it's something that we can only see once we are heading towards the future and looking back at our past, be it something that we might want or something that we might be better for, better suited for, and that we might not be able to foresee at the moment. That's all from my side. Back to you. Do you see yourself, Toastmaster Smita? Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year or so?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sankhya, for taking it head on. Very right. 1 year from now, I see myself as a very successful hypnotherapist, helping and creating a lot of impact in the world and helping many, many people out through a lot of issues that they are not able to find a solution to. So that is my vision. And to be that, I have to be a different Smita. It's not what I want. I have to imbibe those qualities in me to reach there. And therefore, I have to be that person. So thank you so much once again for taking it head on. And now I'm asking for raise of hands. I'm asking for volunteers. Oh, I see a number of people behind the general evaluator. Wonderful. So there's somebody on the phone. I'll let her go for a while, but then we have two beautiful smiling faces. We have Toastmaster Nikhil. Nikhil, who's sitting beside you?
He is Toastmaster Kushagra, my brother.
Wonderful. I'm seeing Kushagra after a very long time. Toastmaster Kushagra, the next topic, I'll request you to come forward, please. Sharing my screen once again for you to choose a number from the ones that are displayed. Toastmaster Kushagra. You have, okay, here are the numbers.
Number 6.
Number 6, here you go. Knowledge alone does not change life. So now what, according to you, must you add to the knowledge? Everybody will have a different point of view in life. So I want to hear about you, your point of view. Knowledge along with dash changes lives. So Toastmaster Kushagra, knowledge along with that something that's special to you changes lives. I would like to know which one. Knowledge along with what changes lives, Toastmaster Kushagra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar. Can you show the topic once again?
Okay, I'll say that. It says knowledge alone does not change lives. Okay. So some people would say knowledge along with, I think love is very important. So knowledge along with love changes. Somebody would have a different point of view.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You.
Thank you, Smita Kotkar. Knowledge alone does not change his life. No, I think along with knowledge, communication skills, confidence, being able to communicate with other people changes life. Having that sales skills in your life, I think that creates a lot of impact in your journey of whether it's your work or any personal life, basically. So only having knowledge is not sufficient. Being able to communicate what you know is the most important thing I have learned in the past 2-3 years. Seeing my elder brother Asankhe, Toastmaster Asankhe, how he has changed himself in the last 5 years. Like I guess he has a lot of knowledge, but previously he was very weak in communicating what he knew, right? And mind you, all the Toastmasters, like 5 to 6 years down the line, he has been like able to communicate exceptionally good, whatever he know, basically. So I think knowledge is the best thing, but being able to sell, being able to communicate what you know is the most important thing in my experience, basically. Thank you, Toastmaster Smita Godkar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kushagra. How wonderfully said and beautifully put that it is not just our knowledge, but if you're unable to communicate that knowledge to somebody else, then it's of no point. See, the others are running away. My dear, I know who all are there. You better be present there, okay? I don't know how much editing Shubham will have to do along for this meeting today, but you better be present there today so that you can all participate in table topics. Toastmaster Shubham, Archita, Nikhil, you guys have to speak, okay? So, who's going to be the next volunteer? Toastmaster Honey has raised his hand. Toastmaster Honey, I'm sharing my screen once again. Okay.
Can you choose number 5 for me?
Definitely.
Toastmaster Smita.
Definitely. Number 5 for you. Choose yourself. Not somebody else, but your own self. That is what the topic says. Choose yourself and life will choose you. Toastmaster Honey Agarwal.
Yeah. From the day I remember that I started thinking about myself, what is good, what is bad, I have always chosen someone else. When I was small, I have always chosen my sibling. I have always chosen my friends. So there was uh, this stage in my life where I wanted to gel in with my friends, where I wanted to have their validation, so that it used to feel good. So when I started growing up and I was preparing for competition, so I did not know what I wanted to do. I saw my friends that they were preparing for either engineering or medical. So I also started preparing. So there was no such thought. I was very good in sports. Now I think uh, back and uh, think that if I would have taken a professional coaching, I would have been in sports, or I would have been doing something similar to that. Then engineering happened, and I took mechanical engineering, did mechanical, but when companies started coming to my college, I chose computer science. So I was working with IT with a mechanical background. So again, it was a case wherein I did not choose myself. I was going with the herd. When I did MBA and I understood, when I was working with Infosys and I understood that this is not working, I went and did MBA. So I have always seen that I have followed someone. I have never followed myself. But when I did MBA and joined a company which I wanted to, and when I got a financial independence, and I started doing things that I like. So I bought a bullet. That was my lifelong dream, that I will own a bullet and ride a bullet. And that was the first thing that I did, which I felt uh, jubilant from the core of my heart. Yeah. So, and there will be a lot of things that I know that will come in future, which I will put myself first and then rather think of someone else. So thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Honey. Spoke from the heart. And that is the true mantra which we really miss out. That if you want to reach for the stars, you choose yourself first. And we all get blown away by what the society or the family wants us to do in order to keep everybody happy. And we forget that till the time we don't create that happiness within us for ourselves, we won't be able to keep anybody else happy as well. So kudos to you on finally finding your path, the ones that you have really wanted to. Great. And now I see the next volunteer already sitting. Do I take that as a volunteer hand? Yes, Toastmaster Nikhil. So let me share my screen for you. Please choose a number. This is going to show very soon. Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3, is that what you've chosen?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 3 it is. Okay. Now this says, victory isn't going to the finishing line, but going through it. Victory isn't going to the finishing line, but going through it. Toastmaster Nikhil. Toastmaster Nikhil, victory isn't going to the finishing line, but going through it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smita, for giving me such a nice topic. So, I have always been a huge fan of former former captain of Indian cricket team, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And there have been so many times I've heard him saying that as a captain and as a team, we do not focus on the goals, but we focus on the journey. We focus on the process. He has been someone who has always been so much important to the process and not the end results. So this is not something I'm hearing for the first time. And when I've been so passionate, I've followed him so passionately, that I've tried to implement this in my life as well. And it's not just MS Dhoni, but if whoever has read Bhagavad Gita, they must have heard that even Krishna ji has also emphasized on focusing, not focusing on the end goals, but on the process, on your acts. So this is definitely I would say kind of my life mantra, that when we focus on the end goals, we tend to lose we tend to lose the amount of enjoyment that we can get while we are going through that journey. So we must focus on the process, on reaching those goals instead of focusing on the goals itself. And this because ultimately we are not sure if we will achieve our goals or not, but what we can but one certain thing that we can achieve is the memories that we create when we are chasing our goals, the people that we meet on the way to our goals. So these are certain things that in the long run, even if we fail to achieve our goals, which many times we fail to achieve, but when we look back, we at least have some memories, that we had met so and so people, we had been part of such and such incidents. So I think as I said, this has been my life mantra, and would suggest everyone to follow this. Instead of focusing on goals, focus on the process. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. You spoke like a very accomplished, sorry, let me take back my words. Not like, but the way you went head on, taking the topic, it speaks volumes about your confidence. You gave a new line and a new interpretation to the topic, a completely new interpretation, showing that the words are words, but what we get out of the words, or the meaning that we take out of the words, is what the words will actually, let's say, when we speak about communication, we were speaking earlier. So till the time what the other person understands, what we are saying will not have a meaning till the time the other person understands, right? So things can be interpreted in various manners. When I interpreted this line or this sentence, it was that some people work very hard to reach till the finishing line, but then they begin to lose enthusiasm just towards the end. And they require you really require that final bolt or that final push to actually go through it. And that is when the victory actually takes place. But you interpreted it in such in a different manner, and the confidence with which you tackled it. So another perspective to the table topic master. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So we have listener Dilip. We have our grammarian Dev. Oh, we have a guest with us, Shravani. Hello, Shravani. Would you like to attempt a table topic? We are having a table topic. We're having the table topic sessions right now. Would you like to take up a topic, please? Okay, so we'll go with Toastmaster Dilip and Shravani. Whenever you're ready, please let us know and take up a topic. So Toastmaster Dilip.
Your voice is not audible.
Sorry, I'm going to share my screen once again for you to choose a topic. Okay.
Can you choose number 4?
Number 4 for you. It says, the true currency of success is your ability to communicate. The true currency of success is your ability to communicate. Toastmaster Dilip.
Okay. What a wonderful topic is this, Toastmaster Smita. So the topic says that success has some metrics, and how should I measure my metric? Like wealth is having a metric of money. There some currency is there. So communication is also a communication is a currency with which we can measure that success. If in one's life you are thinking that you are successful and you are not able to communicate to other people, so it will not be celebrated. Because being successful is a group event. It's like you have to, if it has to be enjoyed by everyone. It has to be celebrated by everyone. You have to communicate with others that I am successful because of your help, because of your best wishes. I got successful. So this should be the feeling for success. Being successful also means like you have achieved something in your life, and who knows what you have been successful. So you have to definitely communicate what you have been successful, what was your goal, how did you achieve your goal, and how do you think that has been accomplished or completed. Once you know those things, and once you are able to successfully communicate to others, your friends, your families, your people, then only you can be called that you have earned enough money in for your success. How do you rate your success, Toastmaster Smita?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dilip. How do I rate my success? I'm one of the most critical people around myself. People around me aren't so critical as I am critical of myself. So when I'm very happy, deeply satisfied with what I've done, I consider myself successful. So I need to broaden my reasons to be happy. And I need to work on myself truly to feel successful all the time. Because as Toastmaster Sankhya also attended the topic, it is not what we want that we get, but what we are. So I need to feel successful to attract success. That being said, it's 5:06 on the clock, and we have a general evaluation section, but we have a guest with us, Toastmaster Shravani Gurai. Shravani, would you like to take up a topic?
Yes, ma'am. But I could not able to open my video. Is that okay?
You won't be able to switch on your video. You know what? We would love to see you. I know it's a Sunday evening and
Yeah.
it's an in-house meeting here. We don't have people from outside. If it's possible, otherwise it's okay. If it's okay with you, do it. Let me give you a topic. I'm sharing my screen right now for you to choose a topic. Just give me a thumbs up if you're able to see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Shravani, can you see the topics? Numbers 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
11.
11, here you go. Oh, I had to do a slideshow. Sorry. Okay. Toastmaster Shravani Gurai. Your inner you and your outer you, are they both aligned or are they in conflict? Your inner you and your outer you. When Shravani,
Yes, ma'am.
your inner you and your
Mm.
outer you, are they both aligned or are they in conflict?
Okay, ma'am. Shall I start? Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Believe in that. Do not believe that you are weak. Stand up and express the divinity within you. Said by Swami Vivekananda. Greetings, everyone. I am from Bengal side, Kolkata. So, when you gave me this topic, I just relate to me. I was, at the same time, I was in conflict mode, and sometimes I, I, I am so much jolly and so energetic. But one thing is that we are human beings. We are go through that conflict mode and joyous mode. But when you know how to make lotus from the mud, then you can succeed in every way. And your conflict mind will go slowly, slowly. When I was joined 2018 in Toastmaster, that time I just don't love that table topic. And I just hide myself all the time. Then slowly, slowly, I thought, no, I have to overcome my fear. When I joined to Toastmaster, there, that is the beautiful beauty in the Toastmaster. They are not going to laugh at me. That things make me consistent in Toastmaster. So I urge you all, please join Toastmaster and crack the table topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shravani. I'm still trying to recall that quote of Swami Vivekananda because I remember pasting it, writing it and pasting it for so many years on my, just above my study table wall. And now I'm at a loss. But thank you so much for telling us about that and reminding us of it. And yes, helping people push and come forward for table topics and be part of Toastmasters. Toastmaster Manvi, you've raised your hand. Would you like to take a topic?
I can, but I raise my hand as the timer.
As the time, okay. So it's 5:10 on the clock. 5:10 on the clock. I think it's time we end the table topics. It's been so wonderful. But before I go, a quick check. Is there anybody wanting to take up one more topic? This is the last topic. T-Mod, would you like to take up one? Sunil Gupta would like to take up one. Okay, so let this be the last topic. Toastmaster Sunil, I've got a lot of work now for the general evaluator. He's got 10 people to evaluate. Great. So Toastmaster Sunil, please don't take up 11. That just a second, please. Toastmaster Sunil, this 11 is gone, right? Which number would you like to choose?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay. So just a second. Slideshow. Okay. Well, this wasn't number 1. I hope it wasn't number 1. Yeah. The number 1 is your interpretation of the glass half filled. The glass half filled, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta.
When something happens with you, sometimes you feel that it is harming you, it is impacting you negatively. But have you ever thought that any incident that you consider that it is a negative event or negative incident is fruitful, is beneficial in the next time? Have you ever thought? I thought, I consider it that whatever happens in your life, it is for you. It is beneficial for you, whether at present or in the next time. Sometimes I feel that I get negative feedbacks on Toastmasters or some evaluators. That time I feel that how they are rude. Am I not able to speak even some sentences? Is my glass is empty? But it put such comments push me to make efforts, and I feel that why they are making such comments, there is something positive in their comments. They want to motivate me, they want to push me to make efforts. That is the glass which is half filled. That filling of glass is there, I realize, and I work hard, and I feel that I have come this level by thinking that my glass is half filled, not is half empty. Thank you. Over to you, TTM.
Wow. Definitely the way you look at your glass is going to decide how you shape your life. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil, for this. And with that, I'd like to wrap up the table topic section. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jitendra. Toastmaster Jitendra, ready? The stage is all yours.
Yeah. In 2008, at the Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt stunned the world by winning the 3 gold medals and setting new world records in 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4 into 100 meters relay. His confidence and lightning bolt captured hearts globally. And I would like to tell one thing that his story teaches that no dream is too big. If you dare to it, pursue it. Now, I reached the last session after Toastmaster meeting, the most exciting session, that is evaluation session. Let us call back the general evaluator on the stage for the evaluation. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I would not call it exciting,
because I'm not really sure how many people are really excited to see the glass half full, the same way that Toastmaster Sunil is. But definitely one of the most helpful sessions of the Toastmasters meeting, which helps us improve step by step, like I mentioned at the very beginning. But before I proceed with the first step of the speech evaluation, I'd like to confirm with two things. On one is because I have a sort of a different list of people mentioned with me, but if Table Topics Master can confirm the name and the topics for table topic speakers, and the timer can confirm whether all of them have qualified, we could launch the poll for the best table topic speaker for the day.
All the speakers are qualified.
All the speakers are qualified? Cool. But do we also have, wait, for me somehow the poll is not opening up. Manvi, can
Sorry,
you?
we have 9 speakers, not 10.
Okay.
I think
From these
that is what
9,
mismatch must be.
no, actually we only have 8 speakers according to my report, and 2 of them are overtime. One is Toastmaster Honey. He took 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and Toastmaster Sunil, he took 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
8
So,
speakers, you're right, Manvi.
okay, so Honey is 2 minutes 34 over by 4 seconds, and Sunilji is over by 2 seconds. That's very stringent. Okay, but so we have 6 speakers, and I see them in the poll, which has already been launched. Thank you for that, Manvi. So I request everyone to please vote for the best table topic speaker according to you. And we have got all the votes. So what do you do? Okay. We need one. I think there's one last participant. Whose vote is pending to break the tie. Okay. We still waiting for that one vote. Other than Manvi and I, we have 9 people who are supposed to vote, and we have one person pending. If that's you, please vote in 5, 4.
General evaluator, sir, have you taken into consideration the 5 people who are there with you separately? They can also vote and give you votes.
Okay. All right. Seems there is a tie again. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Smitaji, for reminding that. And
But they are all there. They will know, each one will know who, whom one is voting for whom.
yep. We had to think of something beforehand, but now okay. Now let's move on to the next step in the direction of improvement or progress is the time for speech evaluation. And I call upon the speech evaluator Toastmaster Sonal Gupta to evaluate speech of Toastmaster Amnish.
Avnish Dubey, first of all, you look great today. Trust me, Avnish, I'm jubilant and reaching for the sky that I am evaluating a great speaker in coming days. The title, Miracle Happens. It happened today on this virtual floor when you delivered a wonderful speech. The best part of your speech was your content, your story. Your story was well constructed and very clear. in mentioning the events of your journey to Mehendipur Balaji. When you were telling your story, it was like I am with you. I was one of your friends. I was going to Mehendipur Balaji, really. And apart from that, your confidence. I always like your confidence. You have a good confidence, excellent confidence. Your hand movements were good and impactful, really. You maintained good eye contact throughout the speech. You engaged audience with you with your eye contact, and your conclusion was very strong and met with the specific purpose of the project. I have only two recommendations for you. Though your hand movements were good, appropriate, but sometimes I felt that during the speech your body was having a little bit unconscious movement. Your waist was taking movement here and there. So try to stand still and face the audience and deliver the speech. At one moment, there was a scene when you talk to a stranger, a helpful person. So there was a scene. You might become characters with vocal variety. That could be a cherry on the cake. Overall, it was an interesting as well as captivating speech with a good opening and a strong conclusion. If you would have added some vocal variety and improved unconscious body movement, then it could have become much better. Try to implement the recommendations and congratulate. I look forward to your next speeches. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil, for that encouraging evaluation. Now, I would request the timer to time me for 30 seconds for each speaker. So should be around 4 to 5 minutes, and let's see if I can make it happen for the table topics evaluation. Okay. So the table topics, as shared by Toastmaster Smita Kodkar as the table topics master, were very insightful, something that that the speakers had to think about, but not too hard because they were very relatable to what everybody would have gone through in their journey in their life. So in talking about table topics, which I should have mentioned the objectives before we started the session, is supposedly a small speech, a small prepared speech, which still has to have the opening body and conclusion, where the three C's that I sort of have learned are are even more applicable than in a prepared speech. In sense, to be concerned, to have the concern for audience is whatever you're going to talk about, because the topics is all impromptu, but make sure that you're aware who the audience is and are you going to connect with the audience when you're bringing up this your point across impromptu or extempore. Second is the credibility, which comes through an anecdote or example from popular culture or your personal story, uh, or just an evidence basically that's required to support whatever reasoning you're coming up with as part of the table topics speech. And last but not least, the conviction that you show in how either show while delivering a speech as to how much you stand behind your thoughts or your message that you're putting across. From that perspective, the first speaker, Suraj, who's talked about biggest gifts and how life, he's generally adventurous and he talks about adventure sports, but he slowly connected it to Toastmasters as well, which was a good segue, I believe, and sort of connect for the audience based on where we are, because we are in Toastmasters Club setting. He also showed an example of the, the wound that he had just caught today itself. All that content was really good. And what I felt is what Jolly Suraj needs is more emotion, more conviction in his speech, because his way of speaking is very conversational, very calm, very serene. And just adding or emphasizing, adding the emotions and emphasizing the points where it's actually required, like when showing off the wound, is showing the pain that he had for the wound, or the feeling that he has with the exhilaration that he really feels when you do an adventure, whether it be in sports or in Toastmasters, is something that I felt that could be enhanced in order to enhance the speech as well. Toastmaster Asankya, where we said we do not get what we want, we get what we are. Uh, he had a good opening. He mentioned his point across. He asked a question with the audience to engage the audience, because it was not starting up front with, oh, what the question, but he put a point forward. Then he asked a question around it, and then he gave an evidence of his own example of moving from Lucknow to Delhi and things like that. So that evidence was evident there, and towards the end, he sort of established or emphasized the point through this conclusion. Again, the maybe setting or the way he was facing the camera or putting in the setting that he was speaking this, was it very conducive to showcasing all the world in being really connection, speaking of connection, and that's something it's really is required from that perspective as well. Kushagra, knowledge alone does not change life. Knowledge along with what changed lives is what he wanted to or was supposed to speak on. He followed his elder brother's footsteps, and he immediately put the point across saying communication. So he upfront said this is what he thinks is changing lives. It's not only knowledge, learning to speak about what you know is really important as well. And then he gave example of his elder brother himself, saying that how what Asankhya was 5 years ago is very different. But there was an example, but I thought the evidence was slightly lacking in the sense as what has Asankhya done that you see the difference. The difference that he's talking about, he didn't speak out. It was implicit because many of us know Asankhya and he knows Asankhya, so he's assuming that um, what just by taking his name, people would be convinced of the power of communication with knowledge. But not everybody knows who that person is, and even some of us do not know from him from 5 years ago, so we don't know whether he was the same 5 years ago or not. So clarifying explicitly as to what are you referring to in your example is really important there. So that is something that if I believe he could have clarified to us, then the evidence would have been really good, and that would have added weightage to speech. Honey, choosing yourself. Honey sort of went through his life, took us through his life story without even sort of repeating the topic, and which is a good thing. Sometimes you don't really need to repeat the topic. So he went on to say, choose yourself. I've basically done what society has asked of me, or what others have been doing, what peers have been doing, but without realizing what I really am good at or what I'm capable at. So he explained the negative, and towards the end, he touched upon maybe reflecting back, he could have done things different. I feel the conclusion part could have been emphasized. If he could have shortened the story a little bit so that he had more time to say, okay, not this, but this, and how would have changed it? Or maybe how would you change it now? Giving more emphasis to that aspect would have really improved his speech or added that credibility to his speech a lot more. Nikhil, victory isn't going to the finish line, but going through it. Now, Smitaji sort of already touched upon this as to, I believe my understanding of the topic is the same what Smitaji's understanding was, is you, victory is not just reaching the goal, but also going through with what you really want to. So getting it done is basically not even, you have to even take the final step. That's also important. While Nikhil, based on his understanding, converted it to goal versus just reaching the goal versus going through the journey or the process, which is also okay in tabletop contest in extempore, wherein you should speak on what you understand, how you understand it, and then since you have provided evidence in support of that understanding,
with MSD and Lord Krishna. That's a good enough topic, but in case of a contest, that may be not be taken positively if you are not clear of what the topic really means. So that's something that maybe it's good to listen to the topic and think about it, analyze it. Take that 10 seconds. You don't have to jump into it immediately. Take it 10 seconds to analyze it, not overanalyze, just a bit as to what does it really mean, and then move further with it. Dilip ji, okay, I'm sort of out of time, but let me quickly touch upon the last three speakers. Dilip ji had a beautiful take on being successful and what success means to him. Again, my suggestion to him would be his conversation, his flow was very conversational, as if he was talking to us. Like he's looking into, he was lent into the camera, and he was saying, as if he was talking to the table topics master and our audience itself, bringing in the emotions wherever they are applicable, wherever you feel that success is something else. So the emotion of discontent or emotion of really being happy about what you have achieved. So those, if you can bring out the contrast, that would support your content as well and improve your speech a lot. Toastmaster Shabani, inner and outer you in conflict. Excellent opening with a quote by Swami Vivekananda. Then the example of being a Toastmaster and not being able, hiding away for table topics, just like I did. It took me 1 year to raise my hand for table topics, so I could feel that. But then closing the loop by referring to both your example and the opening and saying this is why the quote matters, or this is what the quote was saying in this context, and that way pushing the conclusion through your message through to the audience is really important. That's how you build a complete speech. So in that aspect, the most important session that I have is conclude by referring to your opening and the body so that your message goes through the audience. Last but not least, Sunilji with glass half filled. I think he had both all the aspects of the structure and the conviction in his, with the credibility, the aspect he had a self-example as to the Toastmaster example as to why did he think evaluators talked to him in a certain way and how did he look at it differently. Everything was there. The suggestion that I have for Sunilji would be flow. I think the flow of your speech, which would come with practice, needs to be a bit smoother. And if once you attain that, your comfortable pace, you need to attain a comfortable pace at which you can speak while thinking, so that it doesn't sort of seems choppy, but you can talk as you are thinking, but it will also look smooth to the audience. That's the pace that I think you should try to achieve, and that's, if you achieve that, I think you had, the speech was really good. So that would have worked wonders. That's it for my table topics evaluation. I hope I did justice. I wasn't expecting anybody to reach for the sky, but we are definitely one step closer to it on the ladder. Now it's time for the Eagle Eye role players to present their reports, and I will request them to go in the reverse order. So starting first with our listener, Engineer Dilip ji, over to you for the listener session.
Thank you for talking about me. So, as a listener role, I'm going to ask all the Toastmasters and guests few questions, and will like to know the answers. You may speak the answers. You know, don't need to type it. Okay. First question is, Avnish, Toastmaster Avnish went to a famous temple which was located. What was the name of the temple?
Mehndipur Balaji.
Yeah,
Tirupati
it was very much
Balaji.
obvious. Okay. How many rupees he donated at the temple?
100.
Thank
100.
you. How much money the stranger asked him to offer as a help?
500.
Very good. What skill Toastmaster Toastmaster Smita is having right now? She is practicing it. It's related to occult sciences.
Hypnotherapist.
Hypnotherapy. Thank you. Toastmaster Dev is recently participated as a president of,
IMSUC.
yeah, thank you. What is the auspicious day today? Which auspicious day is today?
Guru Purnima.
Yes, thank you. Okay. How many Toastmasters are taking? How many Toastmasters are taking meeting from a remote locations together?
5.
Anybody else want to try?
7.
Yeah, thank you.
7.
6.
Yes.
6, 6. Yes.
No, actually, it's 7. It's 7.
It's
7.
7.
Yeah, I counted 7, Nikhil.
Include, including Toastmaster Kushagra.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What does Toastmaster Suraj love? And because of that, he got bruises in his hand.
Adventures.
Yeah, thank you. Which city TM got assignment?
Delhi.
Yeah. Which branch of engineering TM Honey has
Mechanical.
pursued? Mechanical. What was the lifelong desire of Toastmaster Honey as a wet
Buying the
kid?
bullet and writing it.
Right, thank you. Which player did Toastmaster Nikhil mention?
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Mahendra Singh
Yes.
Dhoni.
Guest Sarbani mentioned of a great Indian monk. What was his name?
Vivekananda. Swami
Yes, thank you.
Vivekananda.
Toastmaster Dheeraj, I think if I'm not taking his name incorrect, let me just. Jiten, sorry. Toastmaster Jiten mentioned about which year in which Usain Bolt got he won 3 titles: 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 relay race. Which year was that? 2008. Yeah, thank you. That's all. So over to you, General Event.
Thank you, Dilip ji. So finally, you finally asked a question that really stumped the audience, which they didn't have an answer to. So it shows
So
that we still need
I
to
reached
focus.
the sky. What was that? I reached the sky for it.
Okay. Next in line,
It gave me a jubilant feeling.
okay. Okay, time, since you mentioned the word and phrase of the day in a single sentence just in time, because it's time to call upon the grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Dev Parashar. Dev, over to you.
Thank you to General Walter Toastmaster Jatin. I will be sharing my report. Just 1 second. Let me know if my screen is visible. Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for confirmation. So, as the English teacher for today, I will not only stating the code uses but also explaining them as well. Where it is used break a leg. It's a way to wish someone good luck, especially before a performance, which Toastmaster Sunil did before Toastmaster Avni started his speech. Next is the inexplicable, which means cannot be explained. And next is hypotherapist, that is the specialty of Toastmaster Smita ma'am, which means uses hypnosis as a tool to help people with various physical and emotional issues. Next is inculcating, which means teach something to someone by repetition or persistent instructions. And next is knowledge alone does not change his life. It means that simply having information isn't enough to create positive change. And next is wonderfully said and beautiful quote said by Toastmaster Smita ma'am, which means strong approval for someone's communication skills. And the last is emphasizes to give special importance. The not so good usages were the rain was happening very steady, which means the rain was falling steadily. We can use that. And I had only cash of 130 rupees. It can be said as, well, there is a echo. Is it from your end, Toastmaster Jitin?
Let me mute myself.
Thank you. And the next is chai pakoda that is used. It can be termed as tea and snacks, and also ek machli, which can be used as one fish. Next is someone used in chat so many clapping from some one frame, which can be termed as there was so much clapping in one frame. Also, always chosen my friends can be used as I have always chosen my friends. And the pronunciation mistake was for only one word, inexplicable. And the usage of word of the day and usage of idiom of the day has reached the sky for me. And the usage was done by Toastmaster Suraj, Toastmaster Dev, Toastmaster Avnish, Toastmaster Honey, Toastmaster Sunil, and Toastmaster Dilip at the end of the movement. And the usage of idiom is done by Toastmaster Jatin two times and Toastmaster Dilip. That's all for my report. I will paste my report in the chat also so you can take notes. And over to you, our jubilant general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Chet.
Truly jubilant I am. Thank you for because of reports and the wonderful speeches given in today's meeting, along with having the company of so many Toastmasters from the club, meeting them all over again. Now let's call upon the counter for telling us how can we move from to aha in today's meeting. Over to Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. And today I'm really jubilant because I can say, having my eye on all of your uses of crosswords, that so many of you are really reaching for the sky. And for that, I have already prepared a report, and I hope now the report is visible to all of you. Is it visible? Okay. So as let's just start from table topics. As I was the first speaker, I couldn't notice my crosswords, and Toastmaster Sank used something which was unnecessary, as it was he used it for two times, and Toastmaster Kusagra, he used so for two times and for two times, and repetitions. There was repetitions of I think, and Toastmaster Honey, he used for two times, and Toastmaster Nikhil, he used for two times, and so. Both of these words were used by him two times, and he also used the for three times. Toastmaster Dilip, he used like for one time, and there were two long pauses while his table topics speaks. And guest Sravni, she used for one time, and Toastmaster Sunil, he used for five times, and that word was repeated for three times, and next was repeated for two times. Now coming to other role players, Sergeant at Arms, he was very well, didn't use any curse word. Our presiding officer, today's uh, presiding officer, Toastmaster Shubham, he used for one time and for two times, and we and it's yeah, he used it for one another time. And general evaluator and table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Jatin, he used will and then, and he used for 9 times, and maybe this was something which was unnecessary. And table topics master, kudos to you. I think obviously you are reaching for the sky. Hardly I could see for and 2 times and 1 time. Speak of niche, and he used for 1 times, and there was repetitions of I will, and there was for 1 time each. And he also took one long process. And evaluator Sunil Gupta, he used you where and you, which was repeated by him. And that's all from my side. Back to general evaluator. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the help, Toastmaster Manvi. Yes, so thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for that detailed report while noting the individual times, or rather counts of crutch words and sounds. Now, when we talk about times, it's time to also see how much time has each of us taken while speaking at the dais. So let's call upon the timer for today, Toastmaster Manvi, to present a report. Over to you, Manvi.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests present here. This is exactly how the timer report looks like. Speech. There was one speaker today, Toastmaster Avanish. The time limit was 5 to 7 minutes. He took 7 minutes and 11 seconds. There were eight table topic speakers today, out of which there are two disqualifications. All others are qualified. Disqualification is Toastmaster Honey, who took 2 minutes and 34 seconds. That is 4 seconds over time, and Toastmaster Sunil, who took 2 minutes and 32 seconds. That is 2 minutes over time. Along with that, table topic evaluator Toastmaster Jatin took 8 minutes and 27 seconds. So I'll share the detailed report in the chat box. That was all from my side as the timer of the day. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, timer, for am I audible? Am I audible? Oh, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for keeping it precise as to in the interest of time, as you always do. So we would now move further with just brief thoughts or comments on how did the meeting overall go. We started the meeting a bit late because I believe we were coordinating amongst ourselves. We had a new team mod who was doing it for the first time, I believe, Toastmaster Jitendra, and we had we had to share introductions of the club role players and etc. and vice versa. So that's something that we could basically do before the meeting starts, either over chat or personal calls, things like that. So that's something for TMOD and BP education, along with other club members to take care of, is to share your intro at the earliest to the respective and coordinate with the respective role players as mentioned in the club group. But once the meeting did start, we sort of had a smooth running. We did obviously have some interventions due to seven people being present in one location, and things were slightly out of hand at times. But how table topics master handled it by asking everyone to turn on the video and interacting with everyone, which is when sort of things did smoothen up and go around in a we were actually though being jubilant, we were actually reaching for the sky in terms of attaining good quality meeting. Now, for the role players, like I mentioned, Toastmaster Jiten, first time, I believe it's first time team mod. Am I correct, Jiten?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, like I assumed, but it was nice work done. You did talk about your theme about using Sprint to Glory during sessions, and you had the flow of the meeting correct as to how it should be run. The only suggestion I have for improvement along other than the coordination effort, which is obviously very difficult when you do it across clubs, but also to try to connect your theme to each of the sessions so that it flows as one theme, as in theme actually becomes part of the meeting and meeting becomes part of the theme. And you can also encourage the other club roles to do so as well by giving the introductions and reports with the theme-based in theme-based manner. Now, for the table topics master who had her thought, like I already mentioned, she had her topics wonderfully chosen, insightful, thought-provoking, and with her smiling and motherly attitude, she made sure that session went wonderfully well and also kept note of time as to how much time was left before we could move on to the subsequent session. Evaluator, speech evaluator, Sunilji, really encouraging feedback. Good work done. And I must congratulate you with this evaluation that you have completed level 1. So kudos to you, and I'd like to request everyone to put your hands together for Toastmaster Sunil for completing level 1 of his pathway and being the first member of first education award winner in the new term. So congratulations, Sunilji, for that. Suggestion for your evaluation would be you had all the commendations well arranged. While from recommendations perspective, you talked about body language in terms of how Avnish could have stood up and how he should have not moved while talking about, which is good, but there is more analytics, more weightage given to when you talk about the content, the structure of the speech, which is also very much required, even from a contest perspective, is when you look at what could the speaker have done better as to how should have he arranged the speech better, how could the transitions have been better, did he cover the aspects that we talked about, as in if the message did have enough evidence to support what he's trying to say, or could have he have improved upon it, or he was should have been confused. Those would be really more critical to showcase your analytical skills and also help the speaker improve his speech writing skills itself, while adding value to, yes, voice modulation, body language are important, more important from in Toastmasters than I would want them to be, but but yes, they are important. But yes, more, I would say the content and structure are really the meat of the evaluation. So that you should also think about focusing on that going forward. Then the next part, the next role play that I would like to talk about is the taggle team rather. So listener Dilipji had good questions. Finally, been able to. Now, one thing that we could think of doing either is mixing and matching it rather than throwing it rapid fire and then letting, let's say, one person attempt too many questions. Call upon a person, give them the question, then make them answer it. If not, somebody else. If we have the time, again, that's all depends contingent on how much time do we have in the meeting, or trying not to repeat what is being covered. Let's say if because evaluator mentioned what the temple, which temple did so Dilip, or sorry, Avnish went to, and if you ask that immediately, that would be fresh in minds. Try to keep that question towards the end or mix it up. Don't go in chronological format so that you can also stump the audience, so that if they are thinking of it chronologically, if you mix it up and shuffle it around, that will create a bit more, make it more harder for them. The other suggestion for rest of the team, grammarian, visual report, very well done. You also had the definitions of good usages along with suggestions for how to improve upon the not so good usages, and word and phrase of the day. I personally like to do it is the session that I was the report was really good. But the only session I have to take it to the next level. Two things that could be done. A, try to arrange it from the area point of view as to if you have found enough suggestions, can they be explained in, let's say, what is related to verb subject agreement, or can it be related to the tense usage? Same way for good usages. Can you find out how many we use generally good words and phrases, but can we also talk about rhetorical devices that have been utilized, like similes, metaphors, hypernyms, and things like that? that would really take this report to the next level. For our counter, the again detailed report, like I already mentioned, the suggestion to take it to the next level is, if I had 9 hours, I would be interested in knowing where exactly or why was it uttering those 9 hours. Was it a particular specific moment? If you were able to find a trend in those, if that would really help me improve as a speaker. So, and that would really add value to the R counter report, along with having the counts, giving the feedback as to. Last but not least, timer. I think that the only suggestion there, again, other than being precise and visually showing what is applicable and clarifying why was a certain person disqualified, would be to time the entire meet and help us reduce it to or limit it to 2 hours and see how can we, where exactly did a person, like I took 8 minutes in table topics evaluation, even though I wanted to do it within 5 to 6. But how, so that was a good thing that you did note for me. If you could do similar analysis for other role plays and see where can we cut off additional time or redundant time, that would limit our, that would help our, that would help us to keep our meeting to 2 hours. So overall, wonderful work done by all the role plays. Now, that's basically what my evaluation is. I would now like to hand over the meeting back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jitendra.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I hope all of you enjoyed today's meeting. Thank you for having me as the Toastmaster of the day. I would love to come back again in the further meetings. Thank you. Thank you. Over to the presiding officer. Presiding officer.
Shubham. Okay, seems like Shubham is having some challenge. Shubham, you there? You dropped off. Okay. So in the absence of our president and initiating presiding officer, let me quickly take over and in first start by seeking some feedback from his back. But let me call upon Toastmaster Shrabani. If you could introduce yourself, where you're from, and also tell us how was this meeting for you? Shrabani, you there?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you could share some thoughts about how did you find today's meeting to be, and where are you from, which club you part of, things.
I am from RG Auditor Toastmaster Club. It's a women's club. We are all women over there. So, today I joined in your Toastmaster meeting a bit late because I could not connect my internet. And one thing I would like to share with you, could you please add my name in your guest group so that I can join whenever I get time? Okay. And another thing is, I must say, meticulously planned and executed meeting. All the role players are well prepared. And oh my God, timer report was bang on. And JE, like BBC News reporter, something Noida at the name. And our ma'am Smita. Ma'am, I just You have no great command over your voice, something I really adore about this. So, and speaker Aswini or Suraj, Sunil, all are excellent. I just love to join again and again if you guys are allowing me.
We would be privileged. It would be our pleasure to have you as part of our meeting, Shrabani. And I hope that after being a part of All Moments Club, you did like glad that you did like the men in our group too, along with Toastmaster Smita, who's our club mom. So I would share the link to, yeah, so you could, if you could, Toastmaster Suraj has an ask for you. If you could share your intro in the chat, he would save it for with us. And next time you come, we
Yes,
would,
I just going to give you my phone number
yeah.
so that, yeah.
And I will also put in the guest link if you're able, guest group link
Yeah.
if you're able to join in. Please join, otherwise we'll try to add you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, I would like to ask our team out for the day, Toastmaster Jitendra. How was the experience for you?
I enjoyed a lot. I have stage fear so much. I never connect to with new people very soon. I would like to again meet you again.
And we would like to have you as well. You can join our group and share your number, and we would love to have you at our meetings in futures too. Meanwhile, can I request Manvi to share, or let me see if I can do that.
It's shared in the group. Oh, sorry, I got the ID.
Yeah, could you request to, I request everyone to please vote for best Eagle Eye role play. Meanwhile, I do take do they do take being called a BBC news reporter as a compliment, because I've never heard one. I'm just assuming that being part of BBC, at least their English would have been good enough. But all right, while people vote for, we still need 2 votes. Okay, 1 left, and then we can close the poll and launch another one. Is there anybody else who has any other comments or thoughts or announcements to make? Please vote for best Eagle Eye role player. We still need one last vote. All right. Shivam, you there? All right. Are you able to speak?
Yeah, I am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
So over to you for sharing thoughts on today's meeting and saying,
Well, I can't not able to give the feedback in the like, of the middle of the from the middle of the meet, but from this for starting part, it was great. Sorry for that. Yeah, it was. There's no people good study English. Really enjoy.
okay, seems like there's a lot of network issues and then obviously we can't hear. Let's check with Arjita if she can speak or she's in another metro and same problem.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I can speak, but I don't know what to speak. I didn't listen what you asked.
I just we wanted your thoughts on how was today's meeting.
Uh, as I was in the meeting for a very little period of time. So as soon as I saw it was nice and table topic sessions were too good. I just wanted to participate, but I have to go. That's why I just leave the meeting at that time. But it's nice, and I think it's at the end. And today we are close at 6, and I feel it's going to end in 2 hours 15 minutes approximately. So it's a good thing. That's all. I'm in metro, and I think you could have heard lots of background noises. So that's it. I want to say we'll see you after the meeting.
All right. So I have let me first share the before I share the awards for today, because both our president and vice president education are roaming around in Delhi Metro. Let me take the opportunity to I have the responsibility to do that. Thing is, today's session, even though it was not supposed to be a hybrid one, just got planned impromptu because 2 people turned up at my house and then suddenly it became 7. And the it's not that we had planned for it to be this way, but people, just the love, with the love that people show, they took time to come down to house and meet me here. Since I could not be a part of TLI yesterday, I couldn't go there. So that being said, it's really these connections that we have made at TMCL that may keep that. This is why we truly call it a family. Is we are connected, we love each other, we like each other so much that we have this bonding that's growing stronger and stronger day by day, that we could do things like that now and then often, and hope we could do similar activities in Kanpur when people meet there. Sunilji, Devika, and others who can drop by and just say hi. And we would like to have another fun-filled session on 11th of August when the TLI is going to happen at Kanpur. Maybe Avnish, if he can join and do there as well. Or anybody else wants to. Dilipji, you can drop by, go to TLI, because the TLI is not only for executive committee members, it's for every Toastmaster, every guest. It has obviously the club offset training program as part of its agenda, but it also has so many other things to offer. Judges training, contest role play training to make you understand how does a contest function, and then also has so much fun activities like the Toastmasters Got Talent, which Dev Parashar was conducting for. Maybe there'll be another Dev at Kanpur who will be conducting that, or just understanding meeting other Toastmasters from across divisions, across clubs, and making friends with them, interacting with them and all. If people who cannot make it to Kanpur want to go at a local TLI in their geography where they are at, honey, if you want to go somewhere in Bangalore or Kolkata, uh, Jiten might have already access to TLI at Hyderabad, so we don't need to mention that. I didn't hear properly where Shravani is from, but if people want to go to other locations other than these, we would certainly like to find them things happening around them, and then help them attend that for their benefit and for our benefit, so that we can learn from those sessions, and the people can learn from those sessions and come back and contribute those learnings to the club. That being said, time for appreciating who have contributed to the club, today's club meeting, and being chosen as the best role players in their respective category. So let me start. Screen. I hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Now let's start with the first category, is the best table topic speaker of the day. Any guesses there?
Asankhe.
Yes.
So, Sunilji, is this genuine, or are you employing Shobit's strategy?
I am revealing my vote.
Okay. All right. So you are 50% correct, because it's tie between Toastmaster Sankhya Mohan and Toastmaster Nikhil Yadav, who also have left the house, left the venue of the hybrid meeting. So they're also in travel. Couldn't be here. Next is best Eagle Eye role player of the day. Any guesses there? To tell you what, Sunilji, when I'm asked about guesses, right? So generally I say, especially in these categories, I say, do I have 4 guesses? Because there are 4 people in in contention. I did my voting, but now for guessing, do I have 4 guesses or not? Well,
Grammarian.
the answer is grammarian for sure. Congratulations, grammarian Dave, the unwilling grammarian who didn't want to be the grammarian today, but was pushed into it, or rather pulled into it last moment. Thank you for taking up that role last minute and doing a wonderful job at it. Last but not least, Lionheart role player of the day.
General evaluator.
Now I know who was the single person who voted for me.
Yes, I voted for you.
the winner by with all other with all the other votes, it table topics master Toastmaster Smita. Good, congratulations to you. Dave, if you could turn on your
Thank
first.
you.
Oh, we did spotlight people today, so spotlight Smita ji and take a picture, screenshot. Next, let's go back to sorry, grammarian Dave. Other than guessing game, can you also turn on your video, and so that we can take a screenshot with you? Did somebody take a screenshot?
I'll take a screenshot. Can we spotlight there?
Yeah,
I
he's
can see him. He's not spotlighted though. 1 minute. He is now. He is now. Just a second. Yes, take it.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Time for a couple of more things. Like I said, before 11th of August, by 11th of August is the TLI, the second TLI happening in UP Division F. There are a lot of other TLIs happening around across India and beyond. So for at least for Kanpur, I hope Avnish, Sunilji, Dilipji, and Devika, and anybody else, even Archita, if she wants to go to Kanpur this time, can go and create so that we can have another hybrid meeting. That would be fun to do, or at least have another gathering of Toastmasters TMCL members. But before 11th, on 4th of August, we are going to have the book review session. For those of you who have not started reading the book, please do so, and so that we can have a proper review session that time. And upcoming meeting is on 27th of July, which is supposedly a icebreaker marathon for all the people all the members who are yet to initiate their speaking journey in Toastmasters and TMCL. We are going to have the icebreaker speeches by them. That includes Engineer Dilipji and Honey. I hope you people are ready.
Yes, I still 1 week. I'll get ready.
Okay, yeah. So we need to get it done, as in start preparing early instead of connect with your. So we would announce the mentors and buddies, updated list of mentors and buddies, hopefully by tomorrow. Please connect with your mentors and buddies and start preparing early so that we have a
Sure.
wonderful
Thank you so much.
session to next week. Anybody else has anything to say or announce before
This is just for only people who are new to Toastmasters, or for
Yes,
everyone?
only for. But our Vice President Education wants to say something. Archita, over to you.
I just wanted to add that if in case we will not be able to assign mentor or buddy by tomorrow, you can connect directly with Jatin sir or Smita ma'am or anybody you feel like you feel comfortable with. So you can discuss your icebreaker with them also or with me too. So that's what I wanted to say.
All righty. VP Ed putting a disclaimer there, but also giving you a workaround. So thank you. That if there are nothing else, I would like to hand it over to whom should I hand it over to? To Sunzi, Avnish, for adjourning the meeting.
Thank you, presiding officer. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
And I